All right, here's just a short video, okay? YouTube. I did see Uber hit that $100 level today, okay? I posted on my TikTok. I said congrats to everybody who was in at a dip, okay? If you look at my average cost, it's 95.62. 95.62. Y'all need to realize that when you look at a quality company or a stock you believe in, at levels like these, okay, 94, 92, even a 96, right? These dips right here, you have to buy. You have to buy strategically and trust your analysis, okay? If Uber can deliver, here's the thing. I got a question asked to me, can Uber go to 105 after earnings? 100% they can. You got to realize $90, this is a psychological level. I played this price action with Walmart. Look at Walmart stock. It's around $90, right? So, and this stock was kind of lagging today. It didn't want to go to $100. But towards the end of the day, as the market is about to close, we just pushed that up at about 100, about 100.29. Okay, I really want the $100 level to be support for the stock. Good support for this stock right here, it's probably like a 90. I say key support is 96.9. Key support level. We have a gap up right here, right? But in my opinion, Uber can go to 105 if they deliver on earnings. Now, what you do needs to be very, very, very strategic. I can either sell all my shares at $105 a share because I'm getting a $10 jump. Okay, a $10 jump. Or I can sell, let's say I sell 5 shares, okay? Then I let the 10.4 shares just cook. I take a little bit of profit, then I let the rest do the work. That is also an option, which I most likely will do. Okay, so if I see a level that I really like 104.9, 105, okay, I'm gonna sell 5 shares at that level. Then I'm gonna let my other 10 shares do the work for me and go to 110. Okay, I want you to see that I'm locking in some type of profit. It is very important that y'all lock in profit. Uber has, their price target has been raised to 124. Analysts are saying, oh, we're gonna raise our price targets on Uber, blah 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 blah. They did the same thing with Palantir, and I want you to see what Palantir did after earnings. You never know what these companies can do, what kind of reaction they will have after earnings. So look at what Palantir did, right? I was in all honesty, I was thinking it's going to go to $230. After hours, we just go to 213, but we have a huge sell-off, right? We closed around 207. I was thinking we're going to go blow past $210. But, there goes the stock, right? Down more than $7. So the thing about Palantir is also that they don't have a dividend yield. PE ratio is something crazy, so there's probably something that I didn't dive too much into the earnings call, but obviously there's probably something that investors didn't like, and this is a stock that can take a beating, guys. The valuation is crazy on Palantir. Everybody says it's overvalued. Everybody's expecting too much from the stock. So when I look at something like a Lyft, right? Lyft and Uber, okay, these are two good competitors, and I look at the PE ratio here. Again, it's 93. Okay, so slightly higher PE ratio, but we're expecting Lyft to really deliver on earnings. Okay, but then when I look at Uber, okay, and if I really say I want to hold Uber for a long amount of time, I can do that. I bought this at a 14-15 PE ratio. I think the stock is still undervalued. It can go to 115, 110. So if you're playing the earnings call, if you're waiting on Uber to go to 105, it is going to go to 105. Palantir went down after their earnings. Is it a bad stock? No, I don't think so. But is the valuation high? Are investors expecting too much out of it? Yes, they are, right? But they're expecting something too fast out of it, okay? Let's talk about something like a Meta. I'm just using this as an example, right? Meta goes down to 639, okay? Is this a bad investment? Is this something that's, a bad investment? 100% no. This is not a bad investment. And Meta is one of those stocks where if you own at the right position, you can make a lot of money. Now, I'm going to buy more Meta tomorrow, okay? I've been buying every single dip. Every single time we go down, lower, I like to buy. So we can go as low as 598, which is fine, right? I'm holding this out for 2 years. 2 years is my time frame on Meta. Something like Uber, right? You want to play the $105 level. You need to realize what goes into that. Good earnings goes into that. Okay, not as much economic uncertainty. If we have too much economic uncertainty, right, people are going to start selling stocks. So Uber is going to be one of those that are going to get sold off. Nvidia is going to be one of those that's going to get sold off. Okay, so we can definitely go to the 105 level if we deliver on earnings. Buying kicks in, so it's going to be pre-market. They're going to put their earnings out before the market opens tomorrow, and we are going to see that reaction in the stock. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. If you bought at the right time, at the right level, when the stock was crashing, when the stock was panicking, right, exactly what you were supposed to do. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. Mr.BuyTheDip is out. I'm going to watch this very carefully tomorrow, and then most likely make a video on how I felt about the earnings and what I think about Uber moving forward. All right, thank you guys for watching.